deadline in this sector for voluntary presentation at the experimental center is 6 o'clock.
You're supposed to be an artist. Use your imagination.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
What's happening, everybody? Shelton J. Think about it, radio. Another Monday. That means Money Mondays. We ready for another show because I hope you guys are ready for us because we are ready for you all. I have Miss Reathia Davis on the line with me, the owner of Slay Bad Credit, affiliated with FES. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. New Monday, new week, new goals.
I'm talking about new days, new ways. Beautiful. Now, how was business? Or how was everything in the world of Slay Bad Credit? Are you out there slaying it?
We out there slaying it, taking it to the public, taking it to any and everybody. We are doing great things.
Any and everybody. Slay Bad Credit doing great things. Now, before we get into everything, let's talk about some of these great things. Give your contact information, and then let's start letting the people know about some of these great upcoming events that they can participate in.
Sure. As you know, I'm Slay Bad Credit, and our website address is www.slaybadcredit.com, or you can reach us at 713-701-1311, or you can reach us on Instagram at Slay Bad Credit. We tweet everything.
Yes,
we're on Facebook. We got a Facebook page, Slay Bad Credit. We also have a group page that's credit repair. So we're putting it out there in every social media place that we can. I know this Saturday, I've been talking about that we're going to have a seminar.
Yes.
And that this Saturday, we're actually having a seminar, and it's called Houston Credit and Cocktail Mixer. It's this Saturday on May 20th from 2 to 4 at Live Oak Lounge. And I'm going to give you the address there. It's 2533 South Moore Boulevard, Houston, Texas, 77004. So, again, that's Live Oak Lounge at 2533 South Moore Boulevard in Houston, Texas, 77004. Yep, exactly.
If you're in the city, people, go check it out. Go listen to some good people, get some good information, and have some networking. Get some business associates going on with yourself. I mean, the thing about it is that having those conversations with people, because you never know what the next person knows. But if you don't never have that conversation and really just open up, then you're never engaged. You never really explore those opportunities out there. So I always encourage you guys, to take advantage of these mixtures and these networking events, because these are actually effective networking going on. Not just places where you can go get a bunch of business cards and have some empty conversations. There's actually going to be some help going on when you guys attend these events. So I would definitely encourage you. If you're in H-Town or you know anybody that's in H-Town, check the event out.
And there's going to be plenty more to come with these seminars. And we're looking for realtors to come out. If you have realtors that have potential clients that you've been having, that haven't been able to get qualified, send them out to the Houston Credit and Cocktail Mixer on Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4. Because what we're going to do is, kind of break down everything, educate you about your credit and what you need to do and how we can help you get on the right track. So it's for everybody that, may need it, whether you're trying to buy a home, if you're trying to buy a car, maybe you're trying to refinance, or maybe you're trying to lower your interest rates on your car, or you're trying to get credit cards again, but those credit cards will get you in trouble. So we kind of try to, we kind of try to advise you on how not to get those credit cards.
Yeah, those credit cards that get you in trouble. You can tell the people that got in trouble with credit cards, because as soon as you're talking about rebuilding credit or establishing credit, the first thing they say, don't get the credit cards, they're bad. Credit cards are bad. But credit cards within themselves are not bad, but the lack of education on how to use them
the credit card.
about the credit card.
Exactly.
Now, that is bad. That's absolutely horrible. because you paying the card balance, you're paying the interest, and then if you don't pay it, then no problem. We just put it on your credit report and we just ruin it, and then we just go from there with it. But you never really have a true education on how to use these particular cards because it's all about a game. Chess
Exactly.
when others are playing checkers. That's the goal.
And not only is this seminar going to be educational for people who have bad credit, maybe you don't have credit and you may need to learn how to establish some credit that's going to be good in your favor. So, I mean, this is educational counseling, financial education and counseling for everybody. Again, like I said, not just for those who have poor credit. Again, you just may not have enough credit, and you want to know what do you need to do to establish. And we have programs out there as well to assist you with, trying to boost your credit score up.
What if you have individuals that just got out of prison or have felonies and stuff like that, and their credit kind of got messed up by being incarcerated and things of that nature? Do you have programs that would assist them?
Again, it would be a case by case situation.
Okay, solid.
A free consultation. We always do a free consultation. We need to know what's on your credit because again, it may be a situation to where their credit is in a state where they don't have credit because if they've been incarcerated for some time, they don't really have much credit.
Right.
There's that gap. So, and there may be things that are on there that's over a certain amount of time. It could be inaccurate information because they could have been, someone else has been using their identity while they were incarcerated. So it's just a case-by-case situation to see what's actually on their credit report and what they're actually trying to do.
Okay. Reason why I say that because I had that question presented to me, and I stated that I would ask it. Because I went to a class before that talked about FICO and credit score and how it's established and how it's made and stuff like that. And they talked about those issues as far as felons and getting back reestablished to society and those different programs. So I was just, it was kind of like answering my question in that as well to see if that program was just exclusive to that particular company, or is that pretty much just something that any credit company can do, any reputable credit company can do, but as you say, case by case basis, right?
That is correct. That is correct.
Makes a lot of sense. Okay, give me some success stories. How's things going on in the world of slave bad credit? Give me some success stories of someone you just made ecstatic because their credit situation improved by dealing with your company.
I had a young lady that, she went to college and, after going through my freedom spell and went out there and racked up all those credit cards and, went on shopping sprees to go out. And then now as she grew older, she realized that, how important her credit was, but all those credit cards was hindering her from getting a car. She had money for down payment, but the interest rate was, the rate on it was so high that she couldn't afford it, the car payment a month.
Wow.
So she went in the program, and she was in the program for 6 months. After that 6 months, she went into a car dealership, didn't have to put any money down, and her interest rate on her vehicle was extremely low. And her car payments was less than $300 a month, a brand new 2016.
Because the interest rate was low.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. You either pay for bad credit or you pay for bad credit, right? Because if the credit is not well, and it can almost make you apathetic, right? Because you can almost think that, well, it's been this bad for this long, there's no way around it. To that way of thinking, to that line of thinking, I would encourage everyone listening to turn that off, to strictly, swiftly, if you will, deny and dismiss that way of thinking, because that way of thinking will keep you in a negative situation to where you're spending thousands of dollars a year. You hear me? Thousands of dollars a year in interest that you're paying because you are apathetic to your credit situation. and thinking that it will not improve. There is hope out here. There are programs out here. There are people out here that genuinely concerned with improving your overall financial situation. And so those are the people that you want to link up with. Those are the people that you want to connect to. And those, again, that are in Houston that want to be in this mixer, come check it out and come get this information that's here. If nothing more, you're informed. If you don't do anything with the information, absolutely nothing, at least you have more information than you had when you came there. And if possibly, maybe your credit situation is impeccable, it's great. Maybe you can pass it on to someone else that can possibly need it.
Yeah. I mean, and again, this is a free seminar.
Free.
So, free.
Who don't like free?
It's free. We like that word, free. There's no charge to get in at all. There is no charge to get this knowledge. So, and that's what Slave Bad Credit is about. Is helping people restore, rebuild, and protect their credit. We're just helping good people with bad credit. That's what we do.
That's the key. I mean, that's the key. Slave Bad Credit, helping good people with bad credit. And if you know anybody that needs their credit evaluated, they need their situation looked at. As they say, they have a free consultation. It's worth your time to sit down and talk to them, because there are a lot of credit companies out here, but a lot of times they just look at you as a dollar bill and as a monthly subscription, not really truly investing into your personal situation and will view you as an individual. So when you when you have an opportunity to connect with companies that truly invest in people, then Slave Bad Credit is a company you guys want to deal with. And this is not an advertisement for a company or whatever. This is an affiliation. This is the show Money Mondays, and we're definitely going to promote Slave Bad Credit because the overall goal is to improve credit situation. Now, if I were talking about cars, I would promote a dealership. But I'm not promoting the dealership. I'm not talking about cars. We're talking about Money Mondays. So we're going to promote the credit repair, the credit improvement, the credit consultation. We're just going to report and push that because that is important. Because if people can fix that particular aspect, I'm not saying it would change everything in your life, but it really would be a general start to some of the stress levels that occur because of the amount of money that's going out. Because see, what happens is that what you're bringing home every year, that really doesn't go up a lot, but the cost of living goes up. So if you can decrease your debt, if you can decrease your interest rate, you owe it to yourself. It's just like giving yourself a raise, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you decrease what's going out and the amount of money that you're spending to attain these assets that we have. But a lot of times, if we obtained it, we're attaining them with a higher score and with some adverse financing, then that stuff really has you. It has a hold of you, but you really don't have it. And then that's when you go to work mad, upset, pissed off. They're not paying me enough money. Yeah, they are. They're paying you enough money. But the thing about it is that you have so much of it going out because we're mismanaging, because of that foundation isn't right. That foundation isn't well because we haven't looked at that. Talking about credit reports isn't sexy. That ain't fly. That's not swag, right? So we're not having enough of those kind of conversations that lead us to, hey, you know what? Well, my credit is kind of messed up. Let me pull my report and let me talk. But again, if we don't never engage in those kind of conversations, we never really steer that conversation that way.
Right, and one of the biggest problems that I've noticed with people is what they do is that they'll pay one thing off and they'll be like, oh, now I got this extra money. And instead of taking that extra money and applying it in addition to another payment, they go out and they create another bill and say, oh, I'll just use this money from what I was paying on this credit card.
Yes. They call
so that's how you never really get ahead.
Mm-hmm. You almost you kill your progress, right? You kill your progress.
Yeah.
I think Dave Ramsey calls that the debt snowball, right? So what you take it and you just multiply. The next thing you know, once all that is done, then you establish your emergency fund. You start establishing, some savings where you can start gaining some interest on some things. And maybe if that's your thing, buy you some stocks, buy you some investments. I mean, you can start focusing on different things when you have that opportunity. But a lot of times, though, if people are check to check and their credit is bad and the financial situation is messed up, they really have no room to think about that other stuff because